Cowboys friends, Cowboys fans, Cowboys family. What's going on, man? It's your boy Bradley McDonald, Foots the King. Foots. I don't know if y'all know why they call me Foots. I'm a drummer. You use your feet to use the bass pedal, and I got that nickname a long time ago. Also a DJ, also a producer, also a songwriter, and of course a super big Cowboys fan. And I just like to take notes on the Cowboys. It's what I like to do in my spare time. It's my thing. I'm a major Cowboys fan, and it's just what I like to do when I'm not making music. I like to read up on the boys. I like to watch their games. I like to watch little things, and just to be able to articulate and give my opinion and what I think we can do and will do, and just give it back to y'all. And speaking of that, let me just say thank you guys. This last week I passed 1,000 subscribers. I don't take that for granted. I don't take y'all for granted who watch these videos. It means something to me. Um, just like when I'm making music, and even those who have asked about my music, that means something to me. I'm gonna continue to plug the music because that's what I do. And like I said, I always reply to the comments because I think as fans, it's one thing to be a fan and just yeah, touchdown, woo, interception, boo. But if you kind of know what's going on, and I think that's a strength of the Cowboys is just being educated to understand, why is Dak doing these things? What makes Ezekiel Elliott so good? Skill sets. Why did he throw this interception? Why did he look sloppy? That's what it is, man. Understand and educate yourself, and that's kind of like what I see myself as is kind of just like somebody who can watch the film. I'm by no means a real scout or this, that, and the third, but I just try to give y'all good opinion and good facts. So anyway, this segment, Cowboys win if. I've constantly said that, you know, the Cowboys' strength is running the football. Well, in this week's Cowboys win if offensively, the Browns' weakness is stopping the run. And just all around their defense as a whole just isn't good. But this is a trap game. And I say that it's a trap game as though Dallas just can't fight Dallas. Dallas can't beat Dallas. Linehan, call your offense as is. Don't come out throwing the ball. I want from the very beginning, I want a 7-minute drive. A lot of Ezekiel Elliott. If he pops one, cool. But a lot of Ezekiel Elliott, a lot of play action. Because, I'm looking at my notes. Cleveland's 31st against the rush. Ezekiel Elliott should have a field day. Alfred Morris should have a field day. Our offensive line mauls people. And even in the Philly game, it was no real clean runs in that game. With Zeke, he still managed, I think it was 97 yards. He managed 97 yards. And if it wasn't for that, they did that draw play and Travis Frederick had that hold, he probably would have busted about 130. That was a long run. So to me, do what you do best. Run the football. Have, good schemed, designed runs. Thinking of their defense, and this is the Cowboy win offense, and our scheme wise, maybe two people on the Browns really scare me. Joe Hayden, a good corner. Do I think he's has the skill set to really lock down Dez Bryant? No. I actually watched Joe Hayden play in high school. He went to a high school in D.C. called Friendly. Great athlete, but Dez is he's another animal. So, and with the way they, and Joe's skill set is quickness, and balance. He's a very quick corner. He's not the biggest corner, but he's smart as well. He's a very intelligent player. That being said, he can't guard Dez Bryant. And that being said, also, I don't really want Dallas to force the ball to Dez Bryant because Dez had a great line. I think he had 114 receiving yards last week, but on 14 attempts, only 4 completions. So if it's one thing, segueing into Dak, and speaking of Joe Hayden, good player, Danny Shelton, good player, their D tackle. That's really it on their defense, who's even worth mentioning. And their defense in all these numbers, 31st against the rush, 30th against points per game, 32nd against yards per game. Their defense is just not good. That being said, segueing into Dak and speaking of Dez, I want Dak Prescott, when he does throw the ball, to just get back to, seeing the whole field, seeing every player on the field. Cole Beasley, Terrence Williams. This receiving core is arguably top 5 and arguably top 3. Raiders have a good receiving core. Some other cores around the league, New England as a whole. But if you asking me, Cole Beasley against any slot receiver, slot corner, I've said I'll take Cole Beasley, and that's what I mean. So I don't want Dak to get into this thing of, well, let's force the ball to Dez. No, 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 no. Dez is a playmaker, but I want Dez to fit into this offense, balance all around the board, because I think Cole has showed he's a playmaker. He's also a go-to receiver for Dak Prescott. So, and the other things I'm looking for, and I want all Cowboys fans to look for this. You guys know how much I love Dak, and he's a rookie, and I'm not going to be too critical, but I do want his feet to get better. Stepping in the throws, because Philly brought a lot of pressure, zone blitzes, like I said they would last week. If you watched last week, that being said, even in the face of a blitz, your footwork has to be clean. You can't lose those mechanics. So that was Dak's first time seeing that much pressure. So I could see why, his mechanics were off, throwing motion was off, body wasn't square, feet weren't square, and that's why the ball sailed a lot. That's why he was very inaccurate. He hadn't seen it. So I'll be looking for that this game. Even though it's against Cleveland, teams are going to start trying to do that against Dak. This is a copycat league. So once one team sees that they got something against you, that's what they're going to try to do. Again, a lot of Ezekiel Elliott. He's a special player. I can't say that enough. Dallas should be fine offensively. They should be fine. The only way that Dallas loses this game offensively is if they beat themselves or if they get cute. Run the football. Play your brand of football. You'll be fine. Defense-wise, for the Cowboys win if. To me, you have to tackle and you have to play sound. Now, obviously, Terrell Pryor is a good player. I don't think he's a great receiver yet. Corey Coleman, their rookie receiver out of Baylor, good player. I don't think he's great. Now, I've heard and read that he's made some plays up there. I think the week before he got hurt in the first half, he had 2 touchdowns against Baltimore. Cool. I think Dallas's defense is built on giving you everything underneath. They're not going to get beat deep, especially with that Tampa 2. So come up, make a tackle. If it's Cody Kessler, make him be very accurate. Make a tackle. Sean Lee, front 4. I've seen that they've been playing Damian Wilson a lot at week. Make a tackle. Now, the thing that does scare me is their running backs, Crowell and Duke Johnson. Good little players there. So, again, you're going to have to tackle, but I think those type of running backs match up perfect for the type of player that Sean Lee is and Hitchens. They're thumpers, and Hitchens and Sean Lee will come down and bang thumpers. I think it's quick running backs that give us a problem. Like I said, if you go watch my last video, that Darren Sproles would give us a problem, and he did. He's quick, he's shifty, and we didn't tackle him well. That being said, I think the Cowboys will be fine, but I'm not overlooking the Browns at all. Because I think that as a good team, you can't overlook anybody. To me, if I'm Dallas, I come down and I try to put up 30 on these people early. You want to stomp teams and send a message that you're here to stay, this isn't a fluke, and that you're a sharp team. Prescott, Sean Lee, look for them to have big games. Look for Ezekiel Elliott to have a big game. I think the Cowboys can easily win this game, but that's not to look over them. I just think that we're a better team. Again, y'all, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for watching. I'm going to play some music, and you're just going to kind of see me do this for the rest of this video. And that's my music. Support it. iTunes, SoundCloud, Foots and Coles. Thank you so much. And my band, Marley in the Mix. Peace.
I think I'm drowning in your love. I can't put nothing else above. I let you be my pilot. Let's get lost on the island. I wanna get that thing like juice. I wanna ride that thing like